Okay, I know. You saw the title and this video is about that. But trust me, I'm not gonna make things too weird, or at least try to. So we are gonna the element Cattos, right? They are elements, and they are cats. And they are cats if they were elements, or elements if they were cats. But this video is not gonna be about any of that. Instead, we are gonna try to solve the most important question that probably no one will ever ask in their entire lives of the entire franchise. Which element Catto is the most compatible with humans while talking with them, asking them out, taking them to a nice dinner, taking them to your bedroom, and box with them. Yeah, boxing totally nothing else. However, I found out that answering this question is slightly more complicated than it looks, as technically, no element Cattos will be able to complete just action due to them not having any of the necessary occurrence to do so. Like, how is a Catto gonna punch someone if they don't even become an orange hog? Not to mention the literary design of an anthem. Not a very fair fight is, you ask me. So only for this video we are gonna soon take out all the occurrences necessary and we are gonna make every cut of the size of a 1.7 meters tall person. Okay, but first, before actually starting, I just wanna ask the element to discuss several must. Please don't ban me, I swear this is a joke, I swear. Okay, so first, we need to clarify that we are not looking for the best option, but rather the safest option. With this, we can immediately cross off any kind of HG2 products and techniques, as they are all radioactive, and doing that with a radioactive element doesn't seem like the safest in the world. Sorry, Damien, but Cancer is just way too explosive. Same goes for any toxic element for an obvious reason, so lead, arsenic, mercury, etc. get crossed off. But now that we got rid of the obvious one, now what? Well, now is we gotta think a little bit out of the box, think of what will actually happen on this totally hypothetical scenario. Which is why I think any of the alkaline metals will be a terrible choice. Why? Because they are very reactive with water and human fluids are mostly just water. So if we're doing that with them, they will either combust or combust and kill you. And a price I'm willing to pay if it's with potassium. Same can be said about alkaline earth metals, as that I can see any reason why you will take the risk with them, as that with radio but we already crossed it out. Another easy crossover will be any element that's lighted air, cause like, that you float and hit the signal before you even get a chance to undress, and unless you somehow manage to make your a perfectly zero anthem environment or you live on the moon, I don't think it would be pretty practical to say the least. Now, at first I also cross any non-solid element to do the main, well, not solid. However, in the becoming we see them interacting with other elements and most importantly, the ocean stuff as if they were solid. So because of that, I have come to the conclusion that their non-solidity wouldn't be an issue during any of these activities. But now, we gotta get even more creative. I'm not kidding when I tell you thinking of any other rules to commit at least a half an hour. But now, we have to get rid of almost every single metal. Why? Well, because almost every single metal oxidizes, especially when in contact with water. And again, human fluids are mostly just water, so although you may be fine at the start of the rock, no, you will end up with a pretty good reason to get a tetanus vaccination. With the metals out, we are left with the noble metals, the non-metals, and the noble classes as helium and organize because one was too light and the other too heavy. And talking about heavy, it's time to doubt our weight. If your brain hasn't been fully rotted yet, you will remember that I assumed the element would be 1.7 meters tall humans, however, this turned to become an issue with very test elements. Gold, for example, has a density of 19.32 kilograms by liter volume of a person is an average of 17 liters. So a gold person will be around 1,352 kilograms in weight. She will either crush the bear or crush the bear and can kill you, and she isn't in the most dense order. Austria has a density of 22.6 kilograms by liter, so he will be 1,582 kilograms. You can have 30 more kilograms than gold. So I'm going to put a weight limit of 300 kilograms to make sure nobody gets crushed for trying to take rhodanium. With this new weight limit, we can get rid of the few metals we have left as they are way too heavy as well. So, however, I remember that different forces for carbon have a different density, so I was able to make a 12-hour investigation in order to know what fluorocarbon is. But then I remember no fluorocarbon is doesn't announce to exceed the weight limit, so it doesn't matter. This leaves us with a mere 10 Cattos, which will be the 10th safest element to mate with. But which one is the best or the safest? Well, this is my top 10 most dateable Cattos. I will put Neo and Nitrogen on top 10 and 9 respectively because 1. We don't know anything about Neo's personality, and 2. We also don't know anything about Nitrogen's personality either, but at least she can get you ice cream, I guess. Top 8 goes to Phosphoro because he's kinda funny and a little silly, but he also doesn't really have anything else to get to the relationship, and also because if I rank him any lower, at least he will block me for every single suicide and try to get me banned for the Discord. Top 7 is for Argon. They may be supervising and intelligent, but other than that, they don't exactly look like the type of person that will be a very interesting partner. Top 6 goes to Xenon. They go together with you, I guess. Top 5 is of Soulful. She's cute and she's kinda funny. I could see her being a good partner. Top 4 and 3 are for Oxygen and Cover, not respectively, because I feel like they will be equally as good. Really just a matter of if you rather have an explosive girl or an extrovert boy. Top 2 is going to Flower. She's an expert detective, which not only means you will have a financially stable life, but also that if you manage to do convince her, you might have a free oral healthcare for the rest of your life. And finally, top 1. Krypton. She is literally just Superman. What else could you possibly ask for? And of course, top 0 goes to Potassium. You cannot tell me she isn't cute, man. Like, look at that gauntly pattern of Kakaba's face, dude. How could you not like her?